Hello, this is Glenn Fisher and Jennifer Pena, and this is our D2 foundational spreadsheet model. So, starting with our spreadsheet model over here, you can see that we've got a place to put on your name for the soldier. Oops, there we go. As well as their current rank, which ranges from E1 all the way up to O10. They can select whatever they want. Select an O1 for right now. And how many years of service they have currently. This plays in down here over into rank pay. It links it to this table right here that has the years of service across the top and their rank across the side here. And it corresponds to a monetary value, such as an 04 with over 6 years of service gets paid $5,967 a month. Back to the input sheet here. We see this helps calculate the BAH for the soldier. He either selects with or without dependents, and based on that, we go to the BAH tab, and we use a VLOOKUP function in Excel. It pulls from his rank that he's inputted already, and with or without dependents, it takes an average BAH from across the country. So if he is an O2 without dependents, he gets paid $840.30 a month for his BAH. Then we put retirement location. This factors into a cost that will add up later, but he can select whatever state that he wants to retire to, and it links over here. And it just chooses the state from this column and links it with the total that he would have to pay per month to live, just a cost of living that will factor in later. And it just uses these two columns, the table does. Back on the input sheet. We can see here we have special pays selected. The special pays we selected were aviation, hazardous duty pay, diving, HDIP, and hostile fire pay. All these have different criteria that are associated with them. So like aviation has you're either an officer or enlisted, has different pays associated with it, as well as how many years you've been flying. Hazard pay has rank associated with it, and then whether or not you receive the pay. And HDIP is either yes or no, so you don't have to select a rank or years of service or anything. Like diving is officer or enlisted, kind of like aviation. Those special pays here are linked over into the special pays tab down here. And if we scroll up to the top here, we have all of these we rearranged into nicer looking tables. So the aviation pay right here, you can see that the VLOOKUP function looks up officer enlisted, and then when you selected how many years of service that you've had while flying, it corresponds with the officer enlisted and then how many years, and it gives you a value. Same thing with the hazardous pay for crew or not crew. You select your rank, whether you receive it or not, and then it throws you out a value. Hostile fire works the same way, as either a yes or no question based on your rank, which are all the same, but depending on your rank, you just say yes or no, and you get the hostile fire pay or nothing. Diving HDIP are much simpler. Diving is officer enlisted, yes or no, and HDIP is just yes or no. And all of those use the VLOOKUP function. Back to the input sheet. Here's for the future. These blocks kind of deal with the future right here. How many total years are you expected to serve? This is kind of like a rough estimate. How long do you think you'll stay in the Army? And that helps calculate your rank pay. So if you say, I expect to retire over 8 years of service, and you select, I think I'll retire as an 03. It links it over here to the rank pay table again, and it just says, okay, well, I think I'm going to retire as an 03 with over 8 years of service, and it just kicks out $5,818.80 in our outputs table that we have over here. We'll show you that at the end. This links into BAH again. Do you think you'll have dependents when you retire? No or yes. Just links back to the BAH page. It takes the rank that you're expected to retire at, so 03, and then with or without dependents, depending on what you think's in your future. Here, these all deal with the GI Bill. So the GI Bill is based on how much time you've served since September 10th, 2011. So if you served the whole 36 months, you get the amount of money for the highest costing in-state school in a state. So that's why you have to select a time period here, because each of these have a different percentage of the tuition associated with them. Then you pick your state. So different states have different priced schools, obviously. We've picked Alabama for John Doe. And it just pulls from this table over here. It has all the states listed, along with their respective time commitments that people have served. And that gives you a value here. He's done 36 months. In Alabama, he'll get $46,181 maximum in order to pay for his Spring Hill College, if he so desires to go to the most expensive school in Alabama. Most expensive public school, I should clarify. So that value is kicked back here. And then we have the NPV, which is linked to this table. This is how much he receives from the GI Bill. This is how much he'd pay each year if this is just divided by 4. It's a fairly easy formula. Then we calculate the NPV down here using the Excel function equals NPV of how much the college tuitions are increased over the past couple of years on average, and selecting these values, it spits out that currently, if he took the $46,181, he would be getting a total value of $43,017.65 overall, for accounting for net present value. Back to here, we see he can put in tax bracket right here. He selects his household situation, and then he can select what income he's making. So if he's making between $37,000 and $91,150 and he's single, this is going to be his how much he pays in taxes. So if we change it and he's now making up $415,000, you can see that that clicks up quite significantly. Set that back to where he was. Down here we have the TSP contributions. So these are the different categories in which a soldier can pay into. And then they come over here. Please enter a value between 0 and 100% of their paycheck. That's just them inputting a number, and it's already a percentage form. And over here it says do not enter any values that are automatically calculated based on the percentage you enter over in this column. So as long as the soldier doesn't touch this, they'll be fine, because this has a formula based on what they put in here. After they've done all of that, scroll down here and you see scroll right and up to column O in order to view your output values. So if we scroll over to O and up, we see, oh, there's an output bar over here. Scroll over a little bit farther, we can see right here that these are just sums of his tax-exempt pay and his total rank payout that he's making calculated based on his rank and years in service. And this is a VLOOKUP value, and this is just a sum value. The BAH here is a VLOOKUP value that accounts for his dependents and the average pay that he gets, his rank and his dependents, and the average across the states. And this is based on where he's living now. It's a rough estimate of his cost of living for the year, so $549 corresponds to Alabama. Here are his special pays that he's gotten. He's put in the different categories, and these are kicked out from the tables using VLOOKUP functions. Here's pay at retirement. This is based on his expected future years of service and his expected rank using the rank pay VLOOKUP for the rank pay tab down here. And BAH is used the same way BAH was up here, VLOOKUP, but it's using his dependents in the future and his rank in the future. Then over here on this, it's just a total of all that, so he sums up his rank payout and his BAH and his hazardous duty pays and all his special pays, and it just adds up into these two columns. So if we come back and we say, well, John Doe is now a O2 with over 6 years of experience without dependents, and he's going to retire in, let's say, Arkansas. I don't know why, but Arkansas seems good. He's an officer, clearly. He's got, let's see, over 6. So let's say he flies. He's got over 6 years flight there. He's an O2. He does not get hazard pay. He does not get diving pay. He does not get HDIP. And he does not get hostile fire pay because he's stateside right now. He expects to serve over 12 years. And he expects to retire as an 04. That'd be cool. And he will have dependents when he retires. He'll have served at least 36 months after September 10th. He wants to live in California. So he gets a GI Bill payoff of $67,000, which dumbs down to $62,000 with MPV calculated in. He'll be married and filing together, and his spouse is going to make a lot of money, so this will be his tax bracket right here. These we can change to 15. We'll just click everything up or down 5, so it's all the same. And then when we scroll over and up, now he's got a slightly higher rank payout, higher BAH, or different BAH at least, and he's got his different special pays have changed, so different total special pay. His pay at retirement and his BAH pay have also changed, and his total monthly pays have both changed as of now and for retirement. So this concludes the presentation. Thank you for listening.